Dear friends, welcome to one more episode today in the military world. In this video we will talk about the value of Greenland with Donald Trump expressing his desire to control that Danish territory. Increases an important question of the United States purchase of the United States to acquire the Louisiana's largest island, and if it's not applicated on the channel yet, enrolled the value of the National Greenland and Tribition, the story of the territory expansion of the United States, expansion of the country's economic and strategic increasation of the country's purchase, a region which doubled the size of the States United for just $15 million, about $418 million adjusted to today's values. The American government bought 1.3 million quarters. That this event was crucial not only by the nation's territorial increase but also for opening the economic expansion and colonization of the West, but the purchase faced internal political resistance, with many critics claiming that President Jefferson's constitutional powers was yet argued that it was a unique opportunity to ensure the nation by then advancing the West's Secretary of State equivalent to $162 million today. Addicted or Alaska was a land without use. The acquisition revealed a strategic and economic territory to the American territory initially. Nickname of the madness of Stewart's due to the second-degree land of acquisition. The acquisition of a strategic and economic marco with Alaska, post-presidentially rich in natural resources including oil and gas, gold, and performing an authentically crucial role during the Second World War, and the idea of acquired the 21st century, and the island was an extremely rich, and the island Danes opposed. And for that proposition didn't advance, and now in the 20th century the idea of acquiring Greenland resurfaced force in 2019 when Donald Trump manifested the interest in buying the island. Although many have considered the absurd proposal, it reflects the increasing importance of the Arctic in the increasing geopolitic, in the global geopolitic, in the past geopolitical, in the past transactions of Greenland's transactions of any attemptification of modern and social treatments involving the rights of international concerns, and yet variables starting with the economy of region. With a population of only 57,000 inhabitants, Isla possesses a brute internal product of about $3.2 billion worthless dollars. Despite this very modesto per capita income is surprisingly high, achieving 57,000 positions in the highest income economy in the world's most large income economy. Is the Greenland's chief car, representing large exports, another rubistic gold and elements of rare lands, yet exploration which are still very limited to exploration of the island's increasive and increasing the exportionalities of the islands explorably high, and increasingly 57,000 in the export of the highestic, and environmental funds of 57,000 funds in the economy of the highestal. Extensively 57,000 amounts in Helsing of 57,000 inhabit of 57,000 inhabit of places is also a very large amount of exportation of the island, is also a very large amount factor in the island's much. Incomium is also a very large amount factor in Lation, by the island, areasly 57,000 inhabit millions of dollars, provide a support important to the local budget. Covering sectors like education, health and infrastructure, this financial relationship but increases questions about the potential of self-sufficiency and the need for economic diversification to reduce the dependence on renewable energy and tourism to boost the economy and increase more investments international. Another important element for Greenland's calculation value is its natural resources. The island has resources of 43 of the 50 minerals considered critical by the United States, elements of rare lands that stand out for its essential strategic importance for electronic military technologies and renewable energy resources to produce electronic military technologies and renewable mine ration of these reserves could position Greenland as one of the main suppliers of these resources, as the United States as the countries reduce the dependence of the United States as the country of the United States as to the United States as the United States as the United States as to the United States of the United States as he rarely countries estimatial masses as well by the vastas burials of the essentials of the essentials of the essentials as worth of the essentials 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 of the natural olality of electronical nth are to produce the essentials of electronics and energy of electrials and reserve 43 of the United States, to the United States. Elements of the United States representing about 3% of the reservations globals known. The Exploration of these resources, however, face the international challenges, showing the intentional and environmental conditions make the Arctic operation expensive and technically complex. The energy and oil riches also attract the interest of international investors, with many multinational investors showing intention to explore the region, but regulatory issues difficult for environmental supplies as well. The Arctic's strong winds offer one excellent opportunity for the generation of wind energy. From the geopolitical point of view, the location of Greenland in the Arctic makes it an active value to the base of the United States Space Force is essential to the massive force of the U.S. missile monitoring and adversarial space operations beyond that. The island is positioned strategically between North America and Russia, being a key point for control of the United States to acquire the United States to acquire the United States to acquire the North Pacific Kalos, to acquire the Mellery of the United States, to enhance its Maleficent Collades to the United States, to meltify to its mellification of the United States, to enhance the Maleficent to the melting the United States of 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 the United States side Tullus massive energy Tullantumbarummerlightamable energy Tulsmable energy to the United States side Androidlantic point of the United States Pidu. FIC is essential to all of this spacematic energy dissuasion capacity against potential adversaries, but how much it would actually cost Greenland economic estimates based on tax recipes and potential growth suggests an initial value of $50 billion, though, which would have to accept propriety from Denmark, and yet political resources are considered to achieve trillions of dollars. Worth can achieve trillions of dollars by some estimatory of estimates, with some estimatory that are based at 5 to 6 trillion, equivalent to 18% of the brute of the riches of Brazil in nearly 4 years of purchasing. The rights of autodetermination would need to approve such. In addition, there is the risk of negative reactions of the international commonwealth, especially from competing powers. The question of Greenland exemplifies how territory can be much more than pieces of land, representing large environmental challenges and social dilemma whether or not it is acquired by the United States. To Greenland will continue to be a crucial point in the Arctic geopolitical and everyone else's inscribed yet